Imagine getting into a massive traffic jam, but the meter is charging you for an empty road because the GPS has not been updated for the past 90 days. That's how our electricity tariff works. Grab searches instantly, but our tariff lags behind reality for about 3 months. Hello everyone, I hope you are well. I'm Zeliang, and on this channel, I help Singaporeans make informed decisions on money, insurance, and retirement. In today's video, let's dive into the open electricity market and understand why picking the cheapest plan is only half the equation to paying less for your utility bill. In the open electricity market, there are 3 levels to become a utility bill optimizer. Level 1 is where most people begin. You open a price comparison website, sort by the lowest rate, sign up, and forget about it for about 2 years. At this stage, you're optimizing for one variable, the electricity rate. Are you paying 26 cents or 28 cents per kilowatts hour? This works, and you'll probably save some money as compared to staying with the default SP Group's tariff. But you're missing 2 other important variables, that is the timing and the payment method. At level 2, you recognize that not all the plans are the same. There are fixed price plans, discount off the regulated tariff plans, usage-based plans, and even timing-based plans. So, you start to ask, which plan structure fits my household? Well, if you use a lot of electricity or want price certainty, then you may wish to consider a fixed price plan. If you use less electricity or want flexibility, then you may wish to consider a discount off the regulated tariff plan. This is smarter than level 1. You are matching the product to your needs, but you are still missing the timing dimension. At level 3, you understand the system's flaw, the tariff lag effect. Think of SP Group like a massive cargo ship. It locks in fuel contracts 3 months in advance. Even if the global oil prices spike today, the ship continues to run based on the fuel purchased from the old price. So, the tariff that you see today reflects the cost from the previous quarter, and it takes about 90 days for the new prices to hit the system. This creates a structural window. A level 3 player knows this and will lock in a price plan during that window to secure the old rate before the new prices hit the system. Now, to seal the deal, you will also use a credit card that provides cash rebate on utilities. Level 3 is not more complicated. It is just more deliberate. You are timing your entry and also stacking your savings. Let me give you a real example. In February 2022, Russia invades Ukraine. Global LNG prices spiked immediately because Europe was scrambling for alternative energy sources. Household A does not follow energy news. They stay on the SP Group regulated tariff. They assume the price will adjust in real time, just like stock prices. Household B reads the news and thinks, LNG prices just spiked, but my current tariff is based on October 2021's fuels cost before the war. I have about 1 month before the tariff catches up. Let me consider a fixed price plan now. In January 2022, the regulated tariff was 25.44 cents per kilowatts hour. By April 2022, it jumped to 27.94 cents per kilowatt hours. That is a 9.83% increase. By July 2022, it hit 30.17 cents per kilowatt hours. That is another 7.98% increase. Household B locked in a fixed price plan at around 26 cents per kilowatt hours in March 2022. Over the next 12 months, they avoided paying the spiking tariff. Household A, on the regulated tariff, paid the full increases. The savings? Household B saves about $8 to $9 a month based on a typical 300 kilowatts hour household bill. That works out to be about $105 a year. Well, not life-changing, but definitely not a small amount as well. If you want a full comparison on all the electricity retailers and the plan types, you can download it from my blog. The link can be found in the video description. But a true level 3 player doesn't stop here. They stack on a second layer of savings using the payment strategy. Most people will just like gyro their bill or to use a random credit card. They are leaving money on the table. For example, certain credit cards will give you cash rebate for paying your utilities. On a $300 monthly electricity bill, a 3% cash rebate works out to be about $9 a month. That is a savings of $108 a year. Now, when you combine the timing strategy together with the payment strategy, you could be saving over $200 a year. So, here's the strategy for you. Shortlist the retailer. You can use the comparison that you can find on my website. Check if the retailer accepts credit card for the recurring payment. And then use a credit card like OCBC 365 or UOB One to maximize the cash rebate. You may consider an electricity retailer if your monthly energy consumption is at least 200 kilowatts hour. Below that, the absolute savings may not be worth the effort. Next, you have macro awareness. You follow financial news and can make judgment call on where the energy prices may be heading towards. And finally, you are comfortable with commitment. Contracts are typically 6 months or longer. As a result, you need to be okay with locking in the rate, even if it means getting it wrong when prices move in an unexpected manner later. You may consider staying with SP Group if your monthly energy consumption is less than 120 kilowatts hour. In this case, your savings is less than $5 a month, and this is probably not worth the cognitive load. Next, if you value simplicity over optimization, you don't want to worry about relocation fee, auto-renewal clauses, or contract expiry. Finally, if you cannot assess the macro trends, if the term geopolitical risk premium sounds foreign to you, do not time the market. You risk locking in a high rate at the wrong time. Stick with the regulated tariff. It is safer. Well, the goal isn't to stare at oil charts every day. It's simply to recognize that the system has a built-in delay. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Remember, the cheapest option today could be the worst option in the next 3 months. Not because the plan changed, but the market moved and you didn't. So, ask yourself, am I picking the lowest number? Or am I picking the right number at the right time? Use the tariff lag effect to your advantage. By using it, you're not just saving money, you're outsmarting the system, not by guessing, but by timing. If you found this video to be helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and to share it with your friends and family members who could benefit from more data-driven financial decisions without the guesswork. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.